Okay, it is now recording.
Okay. Hello, everybody. Grace, Gabby, and I are going to talk about poster presentations. First, we need to understand what are poster presentations. This is a type of academic presentation that uses poster as the main visual aid for the presentation. Before we continue talking about this, we need to differentiate that there are two types of posters that we can use in our classrooms or if we are giving a presentation to in an academic context. If you are using a poster in your class, you could also have some advantages rather than stress reduction, engagement and interaction with the audience, and also something that you could have using posters is that your students could incorporate their creativity for making them, okay? So that's something that you can use as an advantage for using them. Now, let's focus on the academic purpose. If you are going to use a poster while you are giving a presentation in an international conference or a national conference, you also have to take care or be aware of some important aspects before presenting your poster. You need to be careful with the design. You need to be careful with the information or content that you are going to include in your poster. And also you have to analyze how you are going to support the information that you will present. Now is Gaby's turn. She is going to explain you how you can make a good poster.
Yeah, okay, so there are many things that we have to take into account when we are designing a poster, because it has to be visually appealing, so people who is attending the event where you're going to present the poster is going to feel invited to read and to see the poster. There are some tools that we can use to design a poster, for example, Canva, Genially, and PowerPoint. The things that we have to take into account when we are designing a poster is the font. So we have to use just one font so that it's like harmonic. We have to take into account the background, the colors. They shouldn't be really bright. And also it is recommended to have some columns so people, when it's reading, can have like a storyline reading the poster. We have to keep this information really short, because most of the time people doesn't stand in one place like in a long time, so we have to keep it short, so when people is looking at the poster is going to have immediately a really good idea about what the research is about. So here, for example, we have a poster that has many mistakes. It is not appealing, it has bright colors. Also, there's some font. The font is really is not big enough, so it is going to be hard to read. And the font also is not really good. So this is an example of what shouldn't include in a poster.
Grace, microphone.
Yes, and now I am going to show you, I'm going to share another example of what a poster should look like. In this case, please confirm that you can see it. Can you see it, guys? Yes, I can't see you, so. Nadia, Gaby, can you see it? Yes?
You are not sharing. No, you are not sharing.
Not sharing? Okay, let me see again. Sorry. Let me share. this right here. Okay. Okay, so this will be an example of a poster. In this case, we are using one application is called Genially, and it's going to be very helpful to use this Genially, especially when you use the premium version. It allows you to add interactivity to your poster. In this case, we talked about invisible and visible language planning article, and this allows you to have each of the information in a separate way. And as Gabby said, it's very important when you use poster presentation that the information is organized and that you can easily access it and you can easily read it, okay? In this specific poster, we have added interactivity. That way you can click on the picture and it would automatically give you the information, for example, the introduction. It will give you, in this case, the methods. In this case, it's an ethnographic study. It also uses some structured interviews. And each one of the parts will have another window opening every time that you click on the icons. And the same thing with the bibliography. You can add that information as well. Now we have time for you to ask any questions that you may have regarding poster presentation. If anybody wants to ask a question, feel free to open your microphone and ask.
Hello, I have a question. When you have the mouse on conclusions, I saw like an animation. Is that an interactive poster?
I'm sorry, can you repeat your question? About the conclusions was your
Yeah,
question, right?
yeah. Well, the conclusion, the question was about the poster in general. I was asking if that is a, interactive
Yes.
poster, not only the conclusion. Yeah.
Yes,
And
it
what
is.
happens when you click on the different part? It shows different posters, or
That's right. No, this is an interactive image. This, like I mentioned, this was used, this was done in Genially. That's the name of the application. It allows you to do interactivity on the different icons. So that's exactly what we have done in order to make it more appealing, not only for visual, the visual part, but also for the time of the presentation. This makes it more appealing to the audience, and it also looks very edgy, technological, by adding the interactivity on the icons. You click on it, and then you have the information there. Then
all right.
the check, and then you go to each of the icons, and each one of them will open in a new window, giving you the information.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, so yeah, time is over. Well done. I think everybody's going to do a virtual applause, round of applauses for this group. Yeah, I do agree with Isaac. Isaac said that is a very creative presentation, because I was really thinking of which is interesting. Very good and well explained. Good job. So Grace, you can stop your recording now, please.